Hello, hello, creative stampers. Happy Card Challenge Wednesday. I'm so happy to have you all with me this morning. Got a couple of comments already. Hey, Donna and Shella, how are you? Oh my goodness. We are going to use up more scrap paper. I've got another scrap card for you. You guys are always loving those. I'm going to show you an easy way to make Sunburst cards. All right. If you're not familiar with Sunburst cards, this is an example of a Sunburst card, and I'm going to show you a real easy way to make them. I think you'll really like it. All right. For those of you who this is your first time here, hello and welcome. My name's Kristina Reese, and this is Creating with Kristina. I do a card challenge on Wednesdays. And for you all, there's a lot of you who keep having a hard time finding where to enter the card challenge. Well, it is on my Facebook page. You go to facebook.com and then / Creating with Kristina. And remember, I have two Facebook groups. I have this page, Creating with Kristina. Then I have a private group that is called Kristina's Creative Stampers. So you want to be on the Creating with Kristina page to find where to post the challenge card. All right. Speaking of that, 2 weeks ago, D. James, you won the card challenge, and I sent you a Facebook message, but I'm not sure if you got it. I need your mailing address. So please send me your mailing address here at my email, Kristina@creatingwithkristina.com. And that goes for this week's winner also. Are you guys ready for this week's winner? Oh my gosh, hold on. I got all these comments coming in. Hey, Anna, thank you for sharing. Pam, and you shared also. Thank you. Cherie, and Margaret, Randy. Love it. Vicki, you're all here this morning. I love it. All right, so let me share my screen, and hopefully this is going to work. Okay, yep, there it is. Share. Dun, 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 dun. Our new winner is Deb Fitzgerald, and look how adorable her card is. Oh my gosh, I love those little 1-inch squares stacked up and the little owl on top. It's so cute. Okay, congratulations, Deb. Please send me your mailing address at my email here, Kristina@creatingwithkristina.com. Once again, congratulations, Deb. Let me remove that. Now, I have one more thing before we get started, and that is a thank you to Margaret DeTwiler. She sent me a thank you card. You all, when you are on my team, whenever you advance or you reach a sales goal or you do something, I like to spoil you and I send you gifts. So Margaret was just thanking me for sending her some goodies. So there you go. Thank you so much. And that is just a beautiful card. I love it. Okay. All right. Today's project. I'm so excited. This is called Sunburst. And what you need are some scraps. Okay. And you need your scraps to be 1 1/4 by 6. All right. So 1 1/4 by 6. Oop, that one needs to be trimmed. That needs to be trimmed. That needs to be trimmed. I thought I had cut these. No, I had not cut these. All right. So all these are 1 1/2. So I need to cut them down to 1 1/4. That one's 1 1/4. So let me get my trimmer out. And one thing, this paper is that butterfly paper. Gosh, I forgot the name of it. Oh, well. Let's see. What was the name of this paper? This was called Butterfly Kisses. Yeah. And it was 6 by 6 paper. So I know all of it is already 6 inches long. It can't be any longer because it didn't come any longer. But if you've got the 12-inch paper, then you'll want to cut it down to 6 inches. All right. What else do we got here? Congratulations, Deb. Yes. Don't forget to send me your address, Deb. And you too, Dee. If you didn't hear me earlier, Dee, I need your address also from 2 weeks ago. All right, we got those. Let's see, this one. Okay. Now, once I have cut these, like I said, these are 1 1/4 by 6. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut them on the diagonal and make triangles. So that will create that starburst effect. And I'm using these colors. I'm also pulling out a new stamp set today that I haven't played with before. I have a lot of new stamp sets. I bet you guys do too. And I'm trying to use them all. So let me put that. Oh no, I'm not ready to put that aside. I now need to cut these on the diagonal. I need to zoom out so you can see a little better here. So you're going to put one corner in the groove there and put the other corner in the groove there. All right. Now you got to close the thing and then hold it still while you cut. And then you've made two triangles and you're going to put the points down like that. All right. So let me cut all of these. Go. Oh my goodness. So you all loving the celebration thing? How many of you have gotten your free goodies? What is your favorite celebration stamp set so far, or paper so far, whichever you got? I'm telling you, I am loving those owls that Deb used in her card. Holy cow, those owls are so adorable. And you know they're free. They're free, free, free. I'm not seeing any comments. Hold on. Here we go. Oh, Donna says this is one of her favorite ways to use scraps. Yeah, this is a fun way, isn't it? It just takes a little bit getting all the pieces cut out first. But once I've got all the pieces cut out, then it comes together pretty easy. So there we go. And my last one. And like I said, you need about 6. It kind of just depends how you want your pattern to go. I use the parts that I cut off to cover up the corners at the end. I'll explain that in just a minute. Okay, now that I've got all that cut up, put these scraps over here. I need some kind of a base to glue them onto. So this is just cut at 4 by 5 1/4. All right. And I am going to actually have my starburst going out this way. Okay. But I find it's easier to work the card this way. Okay. Does that make sense? So, and then I'm going to put these out in different rainbow or not rainbow, but different colored order. I thought I had some polka dots. There they are. So then, let's see, let's go to this one. There we go. And back to this one, back to this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. All right. And then I'll just use those in a minute. So I have to decide which one I want for like my middle piece, because you always want to start in the middle. And I really like this polka dot. So we're going to take this polka dot. Now, I have my tip come off the end a little bit, because putting your tip way up here makes this area very thin. So if you want more of, this to be a little thicker up here, then bring it down a little bit. And once you've got your first one attached, then the other ones just go on really easy. So, and I like using liquid glue in this case, and it does squish out the back. So I do need my silicone mat. The silicone mat, if glue gets on it, it just rubs right off. I love that. All right. We got any questions going on? Remember, put a Q or a question mark if you've got any questions. Oh, here's one. Chris says, what are we doing today? We are making Sunburst cards, Chris. Sunburst with our scraps. Good question. Okay. No other questions yet. All right. Now, just puts a little glue on here. You don't need much, just a little. And it's okay if it gets off the edge, because it's just going to stick to this mat. And I'm just putting it right there in the middle. Okay. And I'm not making sure it's lined up or anything. I just put it there in the middle, however it goes. Now I'm just going to go with my pattern here and just glue them on. Now that the first one's down, the rest of them, like I said, they just go right in together. Now, if you see how that has like a little point there, it's kind of showing. I'm going to bring it down just a wee bit so that it kind of goes into that corner there. Okay. So you can kind of fudge around with it that way. Let me zoom in a little bit so y'all can see better. Come on. There we go. Okay. And where was I? This one. And this one. You're going to love this stamp set. Did you all get the, well, I don't want to give away the surprise yet. Hold on. Let me get these Starburst pieces put on here, and then I'll show you the stamp set I'm using. But you are going to love it. And I got this idea from the catalog, actually, not the Sunburst. The Sunburst, you all are asking for scrap card ideas, so I picked this scrap card idea for today. Now, see this little corner? I'm not going to mess with it. When I cut this off, I'm going to use one of these to cover that corner up. That's what I was talking about a minute ago. So don't worry about that corner right now. Let's put the rest of these on here. Oops, a little more. Question, Christine says, is that paper or cardstock that you cut? Okay, Christine, this white piece is just regular weight white cardstock, just regular. And this is designer paper from the Butterfly Kisses pack. So, yeah. Oops. Okay. Oh, Donnie, the base is 4 by 5 1/4, just a traditional base. It's going to sit on the card, the regular card base in just a minute. Okay, once again, I'm in this corner here. And so I don't want it to like overlap. If I overlaps a whole bunch, it's like in the middle, that's okay. But if it's just like a wee bit, then I pull it down so that it's flush with the corner there. It really doesn't matter one way or another, however you want to do it. Okay. Actually, whoops, I need this green one here. Okay. There we go. And then this one. And then, like I said, once I get this one down, then I can get that corner piece. Okay. All right. So we have it all glued down except for these corners, and we're just going to use this excess part for those corners. So you need a pair of scissors. Now, if your glue came out the edges here and you're worried about your scissors, I'm going to show you a trick to get adhesive off your scissors really easy. Okay, and it works every time. There's a special tool I use called a adhesive eraser. If you haven't seen it, it's square, just a kind of a yellowy color square eraser. I'll show you. And it just picks up adhesive so awesome. And so what I do with it, this is it. So this is an adhesive eraser here. And I just take it and I rub it on the blade, and it just picks that gum, that sticky stuff off. All this black on there, that's adhesive that I've rubbed off somewhere. Okay, and then do this side. And you can kind of see it in the light. And if it's kind of being stubborn, kind of go back and forth on it. There we go. And now your scissors are all good again. Yay. Whoops, and then I forgot to cut this piece off down at the bottom. Oh, well. And you can get that eraser in any craft store. You can get it on Amazon, anywhere. Okay, now let me move these pieces off of here. Hold on, everything's just sticking. They all have glue on the back, so they're sticking. I need to fill up these corners here. So I'm looking at my pattern, and I'm thinking I might do this one down here. Okay, so I just get off there. Put the glue in the corner this time, okay, and make sure it's going. No, it doesn't matter. These flowers go every direction, so okay. And so that's just going to stick right there. And then this side, I'm thinking needs a purple. So let me get that polka dot, purple polka dot. If I can find a piece. Oh, I might not have any. Oh, here it is. I knew I did. There. And so fill this one up. And just push that to where it covers up that corner. There we go. Now we've got our card base finished. And just trim this off. Time to decorate. Oh, Sherry uses WD-40. Oh, wow. But I would be careful. Make sure you get all that off because you don't want that WD-40 to get on your paper. But yeah, that'll work. That'll get adhesive off. Someone uses rubbing alcohol. Yep. Now rubbing alcohol, definitely, because that dries really fast. That will get it off also. Okay. All right. Now we've got our Sunburst. Yay. Now let's decorate our card. So let me get all this out of the way. One more time, what you need for this Sunburst, let me put up the dimensions here. I put it here. You need at least 6 1 1/4 by 6 inch, then cut on the diagonal. All right. And you just put it on a base, traditional 4 by 5 1/4 base. And you have your card here. So let me put this here. And like I said, I'm having the Starburst go out instead of coming up from the bottom. So I'm just going to take this, put this on here. Oops. Go. Okay. Okay. Are you ready for this? Now, how many of you all purchased the friendly gnomes at Christmas time? Weren't they adorable? Those Christmas gnomes. Well, the catalog came out with the spring gnomes, but if you have the dies to the Christmas gnomes, they are the dies that go with the spring gnomes. They match. Isn't that awesome? So if you already have the dies, all you need to do is buy the stamp set. But if you don't have the dies, then you can buy them together. But anyways, I love this. I love the gnomes at Christmas time. And I was so excited when I saw they made them for spring. And so what I did is I stamped the little mushroom house on here. Now my mushroom house is actually going to come off the edge. And I'd already glued it on there, and that's okay. I can trim it off. No big deal. Let me get my trimmer and just trim a little bit off. Let me get this off here. Because it doesn't have to be exact. I just need this part cut off. Yeah, that'll be good. And then just chop it off. There we go. And then now it fits on there perfectly. Okay. So I have this cute little house. Now my house, I'm going to lay flat because I want my cute gnome girl to pop up. So I'm just playing with my liquid glue today instead of my tape runner, but that's all right. Okay. And I am going to lift it up a bit because I want her to come down a bit. I want them to be fairly even. There we go. All right. Back to my comments. Okay. Sometimes it's called rubber cement eraser. Yes. And it can be found at any supply office, any craft store, Amazon. Yeah, you'll find it. But it is square. It's this, and it's only about that thick. So it is different from a actual gum eraser. This is the artist's gum eraser. This takes adhesive off too, but not as well. But anyways. So they're two different kinds. We discovered one day when we were crafting together. All right, I'm looking for questions. Looking for questions. Nope. All right. Oh, yes. Anyone, Sherry asked, can anyone enter the card challenge? Anyone in the United States? Because I cannot, well, it's not that I cannot mail to other countries, but it's cost prohibitive to ship prizes to other countries. So I limit it to the United States. But yes, it doesn't, you don't have to be you don't have to be one of my customers. You don't have to be on my team. Anybody can join. Yeah. It's just fun to have this fun togetherness. And so I encourage as many people as possible. And all right. Yeah. So I got that question answered. And one more time, let me put where to enter the card. Here we go. Right there. There's the Facebook challenge. So our Facebook challenge is Sunburst. You do not have to use, you can use any, you can do it any direction, like this sunburst. You could have your sunburst go like this. Oh, here's another sunburst. This sunburst, I had the white base showing between the strips. Okay. So that's another way you can do it too. Let me put her up. Let's see, what else do I need to talk? Remember, congratulations to Debbie. She won last week, and Dee won 2 weeks ago, and I need both of y'all's mailing addresses, okay? So Dee James, I need your mailing address, and Deb Fitzgerald, I need your mailing address. And then we're going to put our little girl right there. Now, I am not putting a sentiment on this right now. I think I'm going to put the sentiment on the inside. The sentiment that goes with this card is going to be there's no one better than you. That's hard to say. There's no one better than you, because I'm trying to get a collection of thank you cards. So those of you who purchase from me using the host code, at the end of the month when I send you a prize, I also send you a card that I do not write in it, so you can use it, you can keep it, you can send it, whatever you want. So I do mail these cards out to you guys. Okay, that's it. Happy Card Challenge Wednesday. I can't wait to see what you guys create. Remember, Friday is Fun Fold Friday, and I will be back. Okay, make sure I haven't missed any questions. One more time, let me scroll through. Okay, here we go. Here's one. It says, do you ever use copy paper to glue your pattern? Yeah, you can. You can use copy paper. I never think about that. I just always use the cardstock. But yeah, because the designer paper will make it firm enough. Yeah, that would be great. That's a good question. Okay. And let's see, what else do we have? And then again, Cherie asked if anyone can enter the card challenge. Yes, anyone can enter it, and unless just the United States, though. And I don't see any other questions. Okay, you guys, thank y'all again so much for showing up. Like I said, I can't wait to see all the cards that you create. Bye-bye.